Some stories are not written in books, some live in the soil, some are whispered by the wind, and some are remembered by the rivers. This one lives in water. And if you've ever heard a river sing while the rain falls gently, then maybe you've already heard a part of it. But let me tell you the whole story, as I saw it, as I lived it, and as I still remember it. Her name was Obiageli, the one who came to enjoy wealth. But her wealth was not gold or wrappers or land. Her wealth was rain. She was born during the planting season, when the earth was hungry and it seemed like the sky had forgotten its children. The year the rain disappeared and made the ground crack like an old woman's heel. When the elders had climbed the hills to pour palm wine for Chuku and Allah to send us rain, but it looked like the clouds were deaf. That was when she came. I mean Obiageli. And from the moment her mother screamed with labor pains, the thunder struck. And when she was out of her mother's body, the rain fell hard, but not like it was angry, but like it was laughing. It was loud, but it still felt gentle and soft. It was the kind of rain that kisses leaves and blesses seeds, the kind that says, you will not suffer. They said that no more followed her into this world, and that she came with Oko in her hands. Some said the gods gifted her to us. Others said the gods warned us. From when she could walk, Obiageli sang. She sang songs that no one taught her, songs that smelled of the forest and sounded like the song of the rivers. When she sang, the wind danced. When she laughed, the air cooled. One elder once said, and we believed him. But like all things too beautiful, her story took a turn. The day she turned 16, the sky wore a dark wrapper. Clouds rolled in from nowhere, and it rained from morning till night. This time it was violent, and it felt like a greeting from a distant friend. And so it was that evening he came. Nobody saw him arrive. He was just there, standing at the edge of the market square. He was tall, barefoot, dark as charcoal, with eyes that held no fear. He was very handsome. He didn't say anything, but when he saw Obiageli, it was as if the whole village was at a standstill. And she never asked who he was, or maybe she did and we never knew. She just smiled when she saw him, as if she had been waiting for him. From that day, he followed her like a shadow everywhere she went. People called him Oyemere, because every evening they would walk to the river hand in hand, and she would sing. He would enter the river, lie in it, and close his eyes like her music was taking him somewhere, like it was taking him home. He never spoke. No one ever saw him eat, but it was as if the land listened to him. And then the old women began to murmur about how strange they were. They felt something was unnatural with them. Then they began to murmur more, and then their murmurs turned to open conversations. And sometimes they taunted Obiageli's mother and denied her access to meetings. Obiageli's peers too began to act the same way. They began to avoid her like she was a plague. It was as if they had forgotten who she was or how she came. Then the river began to rise. First, it was the banks, then the farmlands, then the yam mounds sank. The river was no longer singing, it was swallowing. And the villagers finally turned on her. One day they came with fire and fear. Men came with their machetes, women with their curses. They started calling her an Obanje, and that the man was her spirit husband who had come to take her back. They demanded she send him away and that she chose them, the living. But Obiageli only looked at the stranger. He nodded, and she said, when your mouths were dry, I gave you water. When your seeds cried, I called the sky to answer. But you have no love for balance. You want rain, but fear the river. I will go." Then she took his hands and they walked together to the river. Everyone followed them. No tears, no goodbyes. They just stepped into the river. Her mother begged and begged, but they held her back, telling her to see what they said has finally proven to be the truth. As her mother watched her disappear beneath the surface, the rain stopped and the wind hushed. The women consoled her mother as they all walked back to the village, relieved. The next morning, the river had returned to its path, calm like a sleeping child. Her mother still went back for her, of course, but days passed, weeks passed, she didn't turn up. They say she married the river, that she lives in the water now, guarding it, feeding it, singing it into kindness, because she was always a kind girl, but she didn't belong in this world. She went with most of the rain, but left them with little because her mother begged the river not to punish them. And it became that every year during planting season, if you rise early before the first cock crow and go to the river bank when the little rain has started, you will hear it. Her voice, sweet, soft, sad, singing a song that tastes like memory. I know this truth because I was there. I saw it all. And now you have heard it too.